When it comes to new EU requirements that make smartphone batteries user replaceable, Apple may have some wiggle room for the iPhone, but the new regulations almost surely mark the end of the cheapest devices. The EU requires easily replaceable batteries. By 2027, manufacturers must include easily replaceable batteries in smartphones and tablets. These must be removable and replaceable by the end user, leaving sufficient time for operators to adapt the design of their products to this requirement. According to the EU, the regulation's goal isn't merely to create more work for product designers by requiring manufacturers to alter their devices. It's also not meant to irritate Apple. Instead, the goal is to achieve major environmental goals, including increasing battery recycling, making gadgets live longer, improving battery standards, and establishing a circular economy where rare materials like cadmium are better used. As part of the latter, the law mentions battery passports, which are designed to monitor the provenance of elements used in cells, in an effort to provide another barrier against the use of conflict minerals. The law also requires battery/device manufacturers to provide adequate renewal, replacement, and recycling programs. While a little onerous, most of this appears to be acceptable, even to Apple, in the context of the rising drive towards sustainable production. That's because, in general, Apple already does the majority of this stuff. It already attempts to assess conflict minerals used in its gadgets and has made significant promises to recycling them. The company also wants to develop a circular manufacturing economy, which the EU strives to. The green slides that the company gives at each product reveal reflect similar goals. That's Apple, but many low-cost smartphones on the market aren't supported by competent recycling programs, and the components they contain may contain minerals obtained from conflict zones. That's why they're cheap, and why their lower quality batteries frequently don't last as long as those found in iPhones. There's a reason iPhones dominate the global second-user market. They tend to stay working even as the battery's capacity dwindles. Furthermore, they receive software and security upgrades that do not require you to jump through hoops to install. They're built to last, and Apple has recycling mechanisms in place, though the EU law suggests they may need to be expanded. To some extent, the new restrictions sound the death knell for poorly produced, substandard electronic devices with second-rate batteries, and they should help to reduce the quantity of electronic trash thrown into landfills when these items fail in a matter of months.